Hello everyone, welcome to Bike and Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. We just finished Cyberpunk 2077, so we are starting a brand new game. This is called Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, and I have played with this for about a day and a half, trying to figure out what to do with it. So there are actually two gameplays for us: a new campaign or a sandbox, or a custom battle. Oh, these are short ones. These are fixed battle start. But sandbox is a gameplay, also a single player gameplay, and new campaign is also a single player. New campaign has a storyline to it. Sandbox is just create our own empire, rule Calradia. Okay, let's start. So we can do with one of the save games, but you know what? I have many mistakes in those save games, and I will continue to have many more. But let's start a new campaign, and in a new campaign, it will ask us to create a new character, and we will do so. And there are things that are very important in the character creation that in my day and a half of gameplay, I found out there's a lot of shortcomings to it. And right, this is going to be a tutorial. Again, this game was introduced primarily to the PC, and it was in early access about 2 years ago. It has gone through a lot of revisions. Right now, I think we are at version 1.9. There has been a lot of revisions, and there is so much.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent. Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war. From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south, all was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich, but empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
Wow, I love it. I love it. It's wonderful. Again, going back, so this was primarily for the PC platform, and when they translated it to the console, the problem is that I believe the controls are not very friendly. What was easy, a point and click, especially targeting, archery, all of those combat movements, the translation is not very very smooth, and it is especially I have very clunky fingers. My reflexes are not that good, and so Anyway, I'm saying that because I found out after playing it for a few hours that I I suck at the game. Okay. Anyway, again, so instead of the other one, the Swadian, the Nords, the so right now they have 6 kingdoms. We have the Villandians, the Surgeons, Empire. Empire, I think, is very close to Swadia. That's where the central kingdoms are. Then you have Batanians, which are very close to the Vagars. Khuzaits are still the Khuzaits. The Asharai are the desert people. The Valandians might be the Rogoth, or no, and the Sturgeons might be the Nords. Anyway, so each empire has its own pluses and minuses, and so here we can see that the Batanians, I think these are very close to the Vagars. They have 50% less speed penalty and 15% sight range bonus in forests. Towns owned by Batanian rulers have a +1 militia production. However, they have a 10% slower build rate for town projects and settlements. So every culture has a different pluses and different minuses. So the Empire has 20% less garrison troop wage, which is very good, especially if we have a big empire. Being in army brings 25% more influence. So they are introducing a new concept here called influence. We didn't have that before. I have not found out how it works yet. I have no influence yet. I don't know. And then village hearths increased 20% less. So Sturgia, we have recruiting and upgrading infantry troops are 25% cheaper. That is one of the best things in recruiting and upgrading infantry troops. Armies lose 20% less daily cohesion. Wow, that is so strong though. Recruiting and infantry troops are 25% cheaper. Armies lose 20% less cohesion daily. And then Villandians, 20% more renown, 5% more renown from battles, 15% more income while serving as a mercenary, 10% production bonus. They're bound to castles. Recruiting lords cost 20% more influence. So this one, the 20% more relationship penalty from kingdom decisions, is something that is really bad. I don't think it's worth it because I shouldn't say that. I should say, relatively speaking, that penalty is very high. So this is primarily, the Aserai would be primarily if we are going to be heavily in trading. Oh, daily wages of troops in party are increased by 5%. So if we're in trading, we won't have a big army, and so therefore that's acceptable. But that's really a trading empire. Here, the Khuzaits recruiting and upgrading mounted troops are 10% cheaper. 25 production bonus to horse, mule, and cow in villages owned by Khuzait rulers. 20% less tax income. Oh, that's not good. We don't want that. So this one, 10% slower build rate for town projects in settlements. That is, I think that's the least burdensome for, I believe, for me, and so therefore I want to take on the Batanians as my choose as character culture, right? But we have 50% less speed penalty and 15% sight range in forests. So we can catch people more, assuming there's a lot of forest towns. And Batanian rulers have a +1 militia production. So okay, let's go with that. Okay, let's go to next. It says, okay, voice. Let's go with, let's go with a person. Oh, we have character I mean, we can change faces. Face with how about this? Oh, we cannot. There's no random. Let's change the hair. No, I mean, what type of hair? Oh, there is different kind of hair here. How about here? No. How about this guy? No. How about this guy? This looks like a mop. No, that's what we have, right? Wow. I think we'll have that, and then the face. Face width, face depth, center height, face ratio is a little too. Face weight, cheekbones height. You know what? Eye socket size. Can we improve it? Bigger. Temple width, face sharpness. How about close? You know what? How about eyes? Eye size. You know what? Let's change the nose maybe a little bit. Nose size. Yeah, it's too. Nose width is too big. Nose bridge. Let's it have a little bit more. Nose length a little longer. Yep. Nostril size is. Wow, that's like enormous. Nose bumps. Thinner. I don't want it. Yeah. Nose definition. Nose shape. Oh. Nose symmetry. Asymmetry. Nose size. Okay. Okay. I don't want to spend too much on this. Let's go to the next one. It says you were born into a family of. So this one have different. So this one will give plus 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to roguery and charm, 1 attribute point. So this is very different. So we'll have good social skills, right? Or do we want to be smiths? 10 skill levels to 1 focus point to smithing. And two-handed. Oh, two-handed. 1 point to endurance. Because I want charm. We want charm. This will be 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to roguery and charm. 1 attribute point to social. Huh. How about foresters? Oh, that's for scouting and what's this other one? Cunning. Smiths. 1 focus points to smithing. 10 skill levels and 1 focus points to smithing and two-handed. Tribespeople. No. Healers. 10 skill points to medicine and charm. Two-handed and bow. To two-handed and bow, 1 attribute to vigor. I would like to get the board so we get the charm. 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to roguery and charm. Why roguery? How about foresters? Oh, cunning. Scouting and tactics. If we have Smith, because smithing supposedly is extremely good in this game. 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to smithing and 2-handed. No, I think let's go with Bard. We want the charm. One tribute to social. Let's go to next. As a child, you were noted for your leadership skill. Your brawn. No. Attention to detail. 10 skills to 1 focus point to athletics and 1 athletics and bow. No. Aptitude 4. That is more for trading. Your way with people. Oh, again we get charm and leadership. Your skill with horses. I think we want this. Again we get charm and we get leadership. I think leadership is one of the good things to have. How about your leadership skills? Gives us leadership and tactics. No, let's go for your way with people, charm, and leadership. I'm trying to get as many things as we can in intelligence. We still haven't gotten anything in intelligence. That gives us a throwing attribute, no control, no work with the village smithy. Again, this will give us two-handed and smithing. Repaired projects, focus point smith. What? Work in the village smithy, we give 1 point in two-handed and smithing. While repaired projects, 1 focus point to smithing and engineering. No. Gather herbs in scouting and medicine. 10 skill in 1 focus point in bow and tactics. Sold product in the market. Trade and charm. Again, charm. How come nothing on the intelligence side except for medicine? To bow and tactics. I want to control. No. Medicine and scouting. I think those are good. No. Repaired projects, smithing and engineering. I don't know. Work in the smithy, two-handed and smithing. 1 attribute to vigor. Vigor is not bad. Two-handed is also pretty good. So we'll have 1 in smithing, 10 skill levels, and 1 in focus points to two-handed and smithing. Okay, next, if we train with the Hearthguard, in 1 focus in riding and pole arm, 1 attribute to endurance. Focus in bow and engineering. We don't need engineering. I think we want this because we have sword and shield kind of deal, right? To riding and pole arm. How about we rode with the scouts? 1 focus point to riding and bow. Infantry would be no. Join the Kern. 1 focus to throwing and one-handed. March with camp followers would be no. We want so it'll give us focus point to riding and pole arm. Geez, nothing to the brain side. Cunning, right? 10 skill points to throwing and one hand, point to control. One-handed, no. Rode with the scouts, that's bow and riding. That's not bad, actually. Bow and riding. How about trained with pole arm? But it doesn't have one-handed, although it gives us a shield, a sword and shield, right? Okay, let's go to next. Before you set out on your life, you defeated an enemy in battle. So what does that? One focus point, one-handed and two-handed. One attribute to vigor. Focus points to tactics and leadership. One attribute point to cunning. One to calculating. 10 renown. Calculating renown. 10 skill and one focus points to trade and smithing. One attribute point to intelligence. You hunted dangerous animal, so pole arm and crossbow. You had a famous escapade in town. Roguery and to athletics and roguery. You treated people well. Charm and steward. 10 skills to charm and steward, and 1 to mercy. 1 to mercy, generosity, and honor. Plus 1 to mercy, generosity, and honor. Plus 5 renowned. Ten skill points, 1 focus to charm, and wow. I think let's go with that for now. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, your 2 youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because you subdued a raider. What will that do that? In one-handed and athletics, you drove them off with arrows. So you get 1 point to bow and tactics. This one, no, that's you tricked the raiders. So that means what? Roguery and tactics, no. You organized travelers to break out. So you get 1 more leadership and charm and 1 attribute point to social. Wow, our charm would be way up. This one would be 1 focus points to one-handed and athletics. This one would be to bows. I think we want to have some fighting ability. This one would be better, right? Because leadership and charm. In Warband, leadership was super important because that determined the size of the army. Apparently in this game, it's not. It's more quartermaster. I think let's go with a raider. Okay, next. No, our name, we want to change it. We had Yal. They had. I might have to change this. Okay, difficulty is what's the freebooter? Let's go with warrior. Players receive damage. Okay, at 50%. Reduced to 50% easy. Because it's not really easy. Reduced to, what's this? Friendly troops received up to 50% damage. Like I say, it's not easy. Recruitment difficulty. Recruitment, I don't know what one extra is. Extra 1, extra 2. I don't know what that means. Let's just go to 1 extra, right? And movement speed, we want 10%. We definitely map movement speed. That is, what's this? Succession. Okay. Combat AI. Okay, let's just go to normal. Right? Reduced by clan member death. Possible. No, we don't want this. Remember, we don't want our clan members dying, because that means, well, it will lengthen the game because we have to recruit more people. Hero deaths. Hero deaths in combat. Disable battle death for all heroes. Yeah, we don't want to do that again and again. Auto allocate clan member perks. No. Do we want this or no? No, we don't want that. Okay. Okay, then we can start the game. Okay, wow, that was just character creation, and it took us so long. Anyway, as soon as we play the game, I will save it, because the character creation is something I might have to redo, based on the kind of skills that we have. Anyway, we'll talk about it once we have done. Okay, I guess this would be a good place to cut the episode right here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you join me in the next episode. Bye!